In 2015, Pope Francis came out with Laudato Si, his encyclical on the environment. And in this encyclical, he reminds us that it's all connected. Our love for God, our love for neighbor, and our love for creation, they are all intertwined to each other. And in this, he speaks of the urgency that faces us today, the urgency of climate change. And he reminds us that we have been called to be stewards of creation since the book of Genesis. And since this encyclical came out in 2015, we, along with many others, have been struggling on how to answer this call to stewardship. How do we live this out? How do we actually care for creation? Well, on October 4th, the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi, Pope Francis is coming out with the Laudato Si action plan. This is a plan that has been put together by officials from the Vatican, experts in many different fields, and people from all over the world, people of goodwill. And this action plan is meant to help us, our parishes, our communities, and our families figure out how it is we can struggle to restore our common home in different ways in different communities. So I encourage you to look up Laudato Si action plan, to be aware that something new and exciting is coming out on October 4th, to look at all of the resources that are being put together, webinars, inspiring stories, how-tos, a bunch of resources that can help us to understand how can we do our part for the care of our common home.